Well, good afternoon folks, and welcome back to the channel. This is Lee, Virtual Airline Pilot. Today we're at Edinburgh at Echo Golf Papa Hotel in the UK or in Scotland, and we're looking at the new scenery by Pyreegue Dev Company. This has already been reviewed also by another YouTube creator who I think did a really good job, and yeah, Orbix have very kindly given me a copy here for me to have a review and for me to give you my thoughts on the subject and on how the scenery is. Pyreegue Dev Company are relatively new, and by that I mean maybe 6 or 7 months old, I'm not sure, certainly developing for flights in 2020, but they're pretty amazing. If you look at their Boryspil Kiev scenery, the Lviv scenery and Odessa, the 3 sceneries they've done for Ukraine, it's absolutely amazing. They've also done Tivat, which is really impressive. The attention to detail is fantastic, and to be honest, Edinburgh is exactly another example of just how good they do it. There are at least one UK scenery developer I think who's going to get a real run for his money. So anyway, you're looking at Edinburgh. It's a midday. We're looking across the central area. You can see the unique control tower on the right hand side, and in the far distance you've got the threshold of runway 24 and the mountains. So I hope you enjoy this. We'll do a little bit of history before we get into it, and tell you a little bit about the airport and how it became what it is, and some facts and figures, and then we'll start to have a close look at some of the wonderful things that this developer's done to this airport. So thanks for joining me. Let's get into it. Okay, a couple of facts and figures for you. Edinburgh International Airport Echo Golf Papa Hotel is located in the Ingliston area of Edinburgh in Scotland. 2019 it was the busiest airport in Scotland, and they had 14.7 million passengers and 131,617 aircraft movements. It's located 5 miles or 9 kilometres west of the city of Edinburgh, and currently is owned by Global Infrastructure Partnership, which is the same company that operates Gatwick, a company I used to work for. They now have a single runway, 0624, 8,386 feet or 2,556 metres in length. It's asphalt, it's fully equipped, ILS at both ends. They have one main terminal. It was originally built in 1956 and extended in 1961. The airport began pre-war as Turnhouse Aerodrome with a grass field. This is before the RAF was formed. You had aircraft operating in and out of it. After the war, commercial flights began in 1947 with British European Airways, who started the service from London to Edinburgh. 1957, ownership was transferred to the Ministry of Aviation, so it was no longer RAF Turnhouse as such. Then 1971, the British Airports Authority, formerly BAA, took ownership, which is a company I worked for many years at Heathrow and Gatwick, just before GIP took it over at Gatwick. New terminal was built and opened by Her Majesty the Queen in 1977. The original runway 1230, suffered an awful lot from crosswinds, so they built a new runway which was originally 0725, now became 0624 due to a change in magnetic variation. That was opened and reinstated as the single runway in use at the airport. The old terminal hangars were converted to become a cargo centre. 2013, the new terminal that was built was extended to meet the airport tram stop. It's the first rail connection to Edinburgh Airport when the tram started in 2014. And then 2018, not that long ago, runway 1230 was officially withdrawn from use. So there you go, a couple of facts and figures about Edinburgh International Airport. So here we are then. This is Almond House. This is just one outbuilding, as it were, that's on the southeast part of the airport. Just wanted to show you this. I mean, this is just one of the outbuildings really, but look at the detail. Just look at the detail. Let's go up a little closer. There's the signage, all crisp, and if you look you can see the detail here where they've actually given you the illusion of being able to see inside the building. Absolutely amazing. The brickwork is really crisp. It's stunning. So let's track away across the car park back towards the terminal itself. So here you can see the detail on the ground, the roads, the cars. Look at the fence line. So sharp and crisp. I mean, okay, the grass textures are slightly lower resolution, but it really works. It really does work. Now we get on to the ramp area. The detail is just stunning. Just a look at some of the vehicles and bits and pieces and the clutter on the ramp here. The buses, the vehicles are all really, really good. Shadowing, reflective textures. It's awesome. So now we're just panning northwest across the stands. And again, it's just the quality of the work. Right down to the little things. Like this here, this little cover here. The road works, the walkways, buildings and the windows are all just stunningly done. The walkways here, even the fence line. Jetways all work and the covers work as well. They cover the aircraft really well. We'll just whiz past this one here. That's amazing. So let's get a little close in. Okay, so here we're going in towards the main one with the terminal here, and you've got vehicles parked there really nicely. And here we are inside. And look, the detail, everything is so crisp and sharp. No blurriness at all. Beautiful inside. Got the vending machines and the cash machines over there, which are typical of many UK airports now. You can go airside and use a cash machine to get euros as well as UK currency, which is really helpful. Here's a check-in gate and the doors that go down to the gate. Goes out onto the ramp there. Normally you wouldn't see my Cessna park there, but there you go. So just taking a little cruise down here. Again, you look outside the windows, it's really great. The roads and the signage on the roads, the painting is really crisp and weathered, very well weathered, I might add. I mean, look at that. And here you can see the reflections on the inside of the windscreens, the windows here. Another check-in desk over there, cash machines. And electronic signage, stunning. Looking outside towards the car park, just amazing. So moving across to the car park Landside, as you can see, the sharpness continues. The road signage, painting on the roads, the vehicles. And if we go into one of the car park levels, there we go, and you can still see, okay, it starts to blur a little bit when you get up close here, but look at the work that's been done here. These look weathered, the roof here looks weathered, the cars are really good. Okay, one's slightly out of position, but that's normal for the UK. Just wonderful here. So here we are looking at the rooftop and just panning across for you. You can see the lighting, the stairways, even the walkways in green. Everything is done to a huge level of detail. And as we get further away from the airport per se, I believe that's a railway line, but even these little outbuildings here The detail is incredible. Just the work that's gone into this. Yep, railway line. And just looking back towards the airport there. Just everything is so sharp and clear. It's incredible. Just incredible. So once again, just continue our little pan across the airside part there, moving in the direction of the runway. As you can see, all of the ramp work, such an amazing detail. Let's come up a little bit. There's the Edinburgh airport sign. The colouring is correct as well. The colouring of the building, I have to say, is absolutely correct. Been to Edinburgh. Been to Edinburgh a few times when it used to be owned by BAA, or what was then BAA. But the colouring on the buildings is accurate, absolutely perfect. And it's the attention to detail. Two things really strike you about the scenery is the attention to detail and the crispness. See, look, here your stand sign. It's even slightly shadowed. And the ramp area is just the right amount of weathering, yet all of the bits and pieces are really sharp, right down to the walkway. The right amount of clutter in the right places. The foliage looks good. Let's get down into this building here as part of the terminal. Again, just look at this. Just look how detailed it is, right down to the roof lighting. And just looking outside, it's absolutely stunning. There really isn't any other word for it. So this is obviously a business lounge, or maybe a first or business class lounge. You can see the drinks there lined up on behind the counter. It just looks really great. I mean, okay, people are going to say to me, right, well, you'd never see this, you'd never use it. No, you're absolutely right. But when you're talking about developing a product down to the finest detail, these guys have done it. They've done it in a way that very few developers have ever done. I would suggest that this gives Fly Tampa a really good run for its money. There you go, I've named a developer who I like. I mean, don't get me wrong, Fly Tampa, UK 2000 Scenery, some of my best developers. I support them quite a lot, as well as Flightbeam and FS Dream Team. Those are this new guy, Pyreegue Development Company, is up there with them, right up there with them. Certainly with this product. So let's continue our tour across the ramp here. Just amazing. Again, you look at the detail, and you've got the car moving away there. You can even hear him start his engine. If I've got one criticism, that bus looks a little bit long. It's not really if it's the one I'm thinking of, the Cobus 3000, I think they are. Been on them many times. It's not quite that long, certainly with regard to the aircraft. But it's, if I was to find fault, that's the only thing I can really find. But just look at this. So we're just having a further look at some of the ground details here. As you can see, really crisp and clear, slightly weathered. Everything fits nicely with the terrain. The signs are exceptionally clear. Very nice. And even some VIP jets over here. with cars and VIPs. That's impressive. Right down to the detail on the car, look. There you go, Edinburgh Airport. Hugely impressive. Right, you've got cargo facility down there with trucks, and again lots of detail, all of it very crisp. Let's just head towards the threshold of runway 24. Again, all of the ground signage is absolutely perfect. Great view down the runway, just as you'd expect. Vase eyes at either side of the runway. The lighting's quite good. You've even got drainage marks, drainage points as well. Very impressive. So we've got a quick look there out towards the I think it's the Murray Firth. Just panning back slowly here, so you can have a look at the lie of the land, so to speak. We've got a slightly displaced threshold there on 24 to give you that extra takeoff distance. Scotland is sort of sometimes known for rather dodgy weather, but there you go. But visually that looks amazing. So as we pull away from the airport, you can see still a huge amount of crispness in the scenery. We're quite high up, but they've done an amazing job. They've done the airport in amazing detail, but they haven't left anything to chance. So looking up runway 106 now, towards the northeast. I mean, look at this. Okay, some of this is default. I would think this is where it kind of ends here, but it blends really well. Little bit of a left turn and you can see the famous 3 bridges that cross the river there. Stunning, just stunning. So let's have a look at the control tower. As you can see, it's very unique here at Edinburgh. It's an amazing design. We're going to go inside because it's been modelled. Look at that. Look at that. Very, very nice indeed. You got a slight blurriness outside the windows, which is what you'd expect looking like this. Again, you've got roof lighting. Just amazing. Wonderful views from the tower. There's a hotel there. So I'm just going to pan back here because I want to show you what this looks like at the dusk time, in the darkness. And there you are, we're at dusk, something around about 9:15 AM, PM rather. As you can see, the terminal has a beautiful lighting on it. But just look at the local area. Isn't it gorgeous? It's incredible. So let's have a look at night time in the darkness. So now you can see the control tower in all its glory. It's a beautiful design. A very interesting colour scheme, very impressive. But again, the whole area is just bathed in the right amount of lighting. It looks really incredible. So looking towards the Landside area of the airport there and the multi-storey car park. The lighting is very subtle, extremely well done. Beautiful across the ramp area here. Just the right amount of lighting there. It is just really amazing. So let's just have a look at dawn. Okay, it's dawn. We've just turned the dawn on for you to have a look. The lights have just gone out. Again, it's just I'm all about atmosphere, and this airport has it. Very difficult sometimes to say that about a UK airport, but this is one of the best, certainly one of the best UK sceneries I've ever seen, and certainly one of the top sceneries. It's right up there with Fly Temper, UK 2000, Flightbeam, FS Dream Team, Orbix. It's right up there. I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. I'm really hoping he's going to complete a set of airports in the Ukraine. I'd like him to see him do Kharkiv, but that's another matter. It depends to some extent what might be selling, but this is a fantastic scenery. It's just amazing. Beautiful. Okay, it's 9 AM. We just moved the sun up a little bit. We're just looking at the Landside roads here by the terminal. Just a quick look. Again, sharpness is everything. The roads, just look at the detail. The signage on the building there is so crisp. And again, you have this illusion of things inside the building which just make it look really good. I like this. Look, even see you can see the lights there, the strip lighting inside the building. Just amazing. There's the car park. And again, you've got signage there, Marks and Spencer shops down there, look. Let's go right through the bridge here. Look at the stairwell. It's mind-bending. So there's a little look landside down the railway tracks, and it would appear they've done the station. Yes, they have, look. Beautiful. How about that? Even the railway station has been done. So let's pan across the car park and have a look at the hotels here. By the way, I'd like to do a public shout out to Philbert Files, who was the guy who did the original review on YouTube of the scenery, which I watched and found very informative. He's a smashing chap, really knows what to look for, knows his stuff. So Philbert Files is his YouTube channel. He does video content much like I do. Give him a few likes and subscribes. Big shout out to him. Thank you for pointing me in the direction of this scenery. His review is exceptional. So here's the Hampton Hotel, and look at this. Little Spitfire there, in great detail, properly weathered as well. And here in the hotel you can see within the rooms, you've got this effect here where you can see within the rooms. Incredible. And a nice car park there. So we've got the Moxie Hotel, When I first looked at this and saw the pink lines, I thought, oh my god, I've got this texture problem again. But actually I haven't. It's correct. The hotel is exactly as it should be with the pink lines. And again, you've got this ability to see in through the windows. There's an amazing effect here. And the roof detail, air conditioning units. Let's have a look at the hotel from the other side. So look, everything crisp and sharp, right down to the little roundabout by the parking, by the hotel car park. Just amazing. There's no other word for it. It's just stunning. Amazing attention to detail. Everywhere you look, the detail is crisp, very high standard, and visually extremely impressive. I cannot praise this highly enough. Just amazing. Everywhere you look, there's something to discover. Parked buses there. Edinburgh sign right there, look. And look at the roof detail. Hasn't forgotten that at all. Even down to the solar panels. And just to complete it, look, you've got the radar dome there in the on top there in the bushes out to the side of the runway. It's all in a beautiful location. Little bit of a river down there too in the bottom. There's the ILS antenna, and there's a look across the airport. Every attention to detail, nothing's been spared, no expense has been spared in the development of this. I'll give it 6 stars out of 5. It's just so good. So there you go, folks. That was a quick review of Edinburgh International Airport Echo Golf Papa Hotel in Scotland in the UK by Pyreegue Development Company. I hesitate to say new developer, but he hasn't been around long, but he's done 4 or 5 airports and they're all exceptional quality, and this is just another example of how good this developer is. You've really got to watch this company because their work is excellent. I just hope that they take on some of the airports that we don't have, some of the ones that the international airports that aren't seeming to be done at the moment. But I give it 10 out of 10. More, it's 100%. So as I said, just a quick disclaimer, I was given a copy of this to review, but then I asked for it. The thoughts and opinions are still my own. I still think it's fantastic. Again, my thanks to Filbert Files for doing his first video review, which got me interested in this as well, although I probably would have got round to it. And as I say, give him a few likes and subscribes. His channel's really impressive, and I've got quite a bit of inspiration from him and from others. So thanks for joining me on this video. A big thanks to my subscribers at the moment. I've got 134. We're moving up there slowly. You guys are very much appreciated. Those of you joining me for the first time to see this, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Consider subscribing. I put out at least one video every Saturday around noon. Usually it's between 3 and 4. Sometimes I do one in the week. I just do whatever I can manage to fit in. But I make a point of doing things on the weekend, on the Saturday, so my people know when to expect some content. You can have a look at my website, VirtualAirlinePilot.org. Usually on the main page I tell you what's coming, you get an idea what's coming on the following weekend. And yeah, thank you very much for supporting my efforts, and I'll see you in the next video. So this is Lee, Virtual Airline Pilot, saying thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.